January is over, so it is officially too late to make New Year's resolutions or to set any new goals for the next year. Or is it? Because I've recently read a book, I know, shocker, but it really changed my mind about this whole resolutions thing. Let me explain. Just in case it wasn't clear that this is a photography channel. Alright, video. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not really good at making New Year's resolutions. I mean, in the beginning of each year, I try to make a list of things that I would like to accomplish that year, and then I kind of forget all about them. And focusing more on my photography is something that comes back every single year, and yet I have nothing to show for it. And it's not even that I'm not taking photos. I am. It's just that there's no clear direction to them. And worst of all, I'm not intentionally setting time aside for it. So photography becomes something that I just do in between the soup and the potatoes, like we say in Belgium. We don't have soup. And I'm not so sure about these potatoes. But you get it, you get it. And with all of that, I just haven't been getting the satisfaction out of photography that I know it can give me. So, what went wrong? I thought I started off 2025 quite strong with a 100-day photo project. I felt inspired, I was motivated, but then after a while it started to feel like a chore. I had run out of ideas of what to photograph and I would just wait for inspiration to strike, which it often wouldn't. And I think that the problem was that I didn't have a clear goal in mind, aside from make a photo every day. And I also learned that for me, turning photography into a daily obligation, especially over a longer period of time, really sucks the fun out of it for me. But then later that year I was feeling inspired again and I had the idea to make some photo zines. And this is something that I actually enjoyed quite a lot. I made 2 zines based on photos I already had in my archive, and then I also decided to make a 3rd zine called Analog Diaries, where I actually went out and took photos especially for that zine. And I found out that I personally really like the idea of starting out with the end goal in mind, which in this case was a zine with analog photos that kind of feel like a diary. So one big takeaway for me here was that I really enjoy working on smaller projects and I also really like having an end goal in mind. Then at some point I stumbled upon this book called The 12-Week Year by Brian P. Moran and Michael Lennington. The main idea is pretty simple. Instead of setting goals for an entire year, you basically choose one or a few goals that you plan to achieve within a 12-week period. The problem with yearly goals, and the same problem that I feel, is that you have the idea that a year is so long that you have so much time to accomplish your goals, when in fact a year flies by really quickly and in the end you end up forgetting your goals and you have accomplished nothing. When you work on a project for 12 weeks on the other hand, it is enough time to actually accomplish a real goal, but it's not long enough to actually have time to procrastinate.
Kom jij mij helpen?
Kom. Ja. Nice. Even though I thought I had my photography goals all figured out in my head, once I started to write them down, I realized that they were all kind of vague and that I didn't have a proper plan for any of them. Since I also have some other goals in this 12-week period that are not photography related, I've decided to only focus on one photography goal for the first 12 weeks. So my goal is to make a photo project And I do have a specific idea in mind, but I am not going to share that right now, I'm sorry. But I will be making a video about it once the 12 weeks are over, if it actually worked out. So subscribe if you don't want to miss it. And I also plan on making the photos into a zine, along with some behind the scenes photos, sketches, you know, things that actually show the process that go on behind the photos. So for the zine, I will probably make a printed version through Blurb like I did with my other zines. But I also plan on making a handmade version for this one. Zet erbij? Allez. But I also want to make a handmade version of this zine that I will bind myself, since I got really into bookbinding a couple of years ago and I'm basically still obsessed. Now, I don't want to bore you with all the details of my 12-week plan, but if you're interested, then this is what I'm shooting for. So yeah, that's a lot of work. But one of the things that I really liked about this book as well is that they are not expecting you to be perfect. Instead, they know that life gets in the way, people can get sick, stuff can happen. So they actually said that as long as you're doing 80% of the plans that you made to achieve your goal, you will probably still achieve your goal. And yeah, that is really reassuring actually. Of course, this book goes a lot more in depth than I can, so if you're interested in it, then I will put a link in the description. Since I haven't tried it yet, I don't know if this way of setting goals is actually going to work for me, but I am feeling motivated and I do feel it's a more realistic way of actually trying to achieve your goals than anything I've tried in the past. So what do you think? Do you think it's going to work? Are you setting any photography goals for yourself? And if so, how are you going about it? I would love to read it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Even though I have a hard time saying the word subscribe, but I will see you in the next one.
Focus on me. Hello. I'm here. I'm a person. I am a person. Why are you not focusing? Ha. Follow me. Yes. You got this. You got it.